All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day number 24 of 4040. My name is Michael Damon, your positioning coach. I have to think of the four P's for a minute. Today is going to be part two of our conversation about the power of one. If you missed yesterday, we just uploaded the replay, so I recommend you go inside of our group and watch day one, which is featuring Director Denise Fields Russell. Today, she's back and she's going to be continuing the conversation about the power of one and how much of a power play that is inside of your organization and inside of your business. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the Zoom over to Director DF Russell.
Thank you, Mike. Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Sherry Ann Jones, I'm picking on you first, honey. You were on here yesterday, and some people were not on yesterday. What did you get from yesterday's Power of One segment?
Yesterday made it all make sense for me. The it just seems like it was so much when they were saying you gotta go, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. But I'm an action person and I'm a visual person. I need to see it. And seeing how you did it yesterday made it make sense. I was overwhelmed, overthinking the whole 9 yards. It made it make sense yesterday. Sometimes you hear 10 people will say the same thing and then that one person will say something and the light bulb goes on. The light bulb went on yesterday. I was so excited
Awesome.
when I got off the call yesterday. It made it make sense. Thank you, thank
Good.
you, thank you.
Good. Good. I want you all who were not on yesterday to drop it in the chat. Just say, I want you to put shame on me.
Right.
That's right. I just want y'all to put it in there for real because I want to know how many people missed it because I was toying. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Ablil. I think I'm saying it right. Miss Ava, thank you. Don't worry, you don't have to cry because I'm about to do it one more time, but I'm gonna run through it real quick. We won't spend the whole time like we did yesterday, but I do feel like people need to understand it, right? And it's not anything, that's all right, Mr. Chin. It's not anything that you did wrong, Val, Londa, none of you all, but that's why you're on today. So I'm glad you caught it today. And again, it's nothing that I made up. I got it from other partners, right? I was in the situation room with Director Keita Mason and her team, and somebody in there broke it down. Shoot, we made it make sense for us. We put a simple PowerPoint together so we can keep sharing it. We're not gatekeepers, right? And that's the whole point. Atoya. Attorney Toya Horn Howard. Were you on yesterday?
Absolutely.
Okay. How did you feel about yesterday's session?
No matter how many times I've heard Mr. Bradley say, just go get one. But just like the other speaker said, man, it was crystallized yesterday. I was able to take some
Crystal.
screenshots and
Good.
it's simple but not easy. But the simplicity is the magic.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all, I was talking, we had a goal builder call this morning, 6 a.m. every Friday. And I told them, I said, our issue is not that we aren't doing the work. We do the work over here. We do it. But there's a tweak that needs to happen. It might be that small thing that needs to happen. And we got to make it happen, right?
I don't, have time to be trying to look.
Danette, okay, thank you, Mike. It's that small thing, and one small thing for me. Some of you know I drove to Minister Aisha and we drove to Minnesota Tuesday to support that market, and left on Wednesday to come back. But last night, while I'm here, I'm at a retreat with my church, and last night I had my computer up, and Southwest popped up again with that 40% off sale, Toya. And I said, let me just go check because Minnesota is not like a Florida, right? Like people, they gonna have some of those sales going on there. And sure enough, when I saw one way 82, I'm like, bam, get it for November. Because I'm going back every month to help that market and get market share. December was $66. I said, bet, right? So I already got my round trips for November and December. Why? Because the millionaires said work smarter, not harder. And although Minnesota is only 5 hours away, that's still 5 hours there, 5 hours back. That's 10 hours over the course of 2 days that I could be somewhere doing one-on-ones, right? So I said, I need to get there and get back home quicker. And it just made sense. So we just gotta, that the drive is no joke, right? Like it might be easy, but it's still taxing on your body. So you just gotta kind of, make smart decisions. And that's what I want us to do, you all. I said that was one tweak for me. I'm like, no, everywhere I can fly, let me just fly. It might not always be cost efficient. And if I can drive, I will. But when I can get in that air and just go on, I'm gonna do that. That's the same thing with this tweaking here. I'm looking at my numbers, you all, and I said, as hard as we work, as many 40 days and 40 nights as we've gone through, and boot camps and this and that, Mike, I said, why are we still hovering at 224? Why? Why am I still hovering at 224? I need 76 people, right? Like, how are we going to get that? I got 224 people. You know what my husband said once, Val? Well, not once. He says it all the time. Niece, if you got 224, why don't you just tell everybody to just go get one person? Then it's going to double. I said, no, really. I said, well, why don't you go get one first, babe? Because he's on my team. Why don't you go get one? Well, go bring him to me, and we laugh about it because it is simple, is just not easy. And if you're not talking to enough people, or if you got people who come to you and say they're ready and you don't close them out in that moment, you're going to lose them. Somebody, y'all put in the chat, you're going to lose them. Because I don't think people understand that, but it happens. If you ask that question, Abriel, if you say, well, what's stopping you from getting started right now? And they say, really nothing stopping me right now. Nothing. All of that, then send them the link and stand there with them if you're in person and get them closed out in that moment. Because otherwise, you're going to what? You're going to lose them. If they say they're ready, but then you come back, oh, I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. Guess what? You're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. So, y'all, I want you to keep that in your head when we're talking about going to get one. Now, today is October 24th.
That's
October
correct.
24th. We still have time left, Mr. Chin, in October. My challenge to my team today is to go get one this month. I want them to get one today. Okay, let's start today. Then let's take on Saturday. Then all the people you see at church, stop just doing all that hugging and start doing some talking. We hug too much. Just hug, hug, hug. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Let's talk. Let's go have coffee tomorrow. Right? You need to be talking to more people so you can close more people out. Go get one. So I'm gonna just pop this up here again because somebody missed it yesterday, and those who didn't miss it yesterday, you could benefit from hearing it again, right? Let's just hear, right? And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each slide this time, just for the sake of time. And I want to make sure that we get any Q&A in at the end, all right? Can everybody see this complicated slide? It's not complicated.
Let's see it.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. And Director Carmen asked me to make sure that I send it out or share it. I'll share it with you, Mike, so then you can put it wherever it needs to go because it's simple enough for you to learn it and then you go and share it with the rest of your team. Is that fair? Erica, unmute real quick. How close are you to gold?
I need 2 partners.
2. Go get them. Go get
Yes,
one.
yes,
Yep,
ma'am.
go get one. And in your case, you got to go get 2 because you need those personal to you, right? You're going to be gold builder this month. Y'all mark the word. She's going to be gold builder this month. Why? She don't do a whole lot of talking. Erica's not loud like me, but she does know how to talk to people. And that's what it's going to take. You got to know how to talk to people. So here it is, y'all. The power of one. Where's my sister, Director Benson DeJoure Benson? Are you on? Can you unmute? I know she was on.
Yes, ma'am, I'm on.
Will you read it for us again and say your name, your beautiful name, and then read the slide one more time for me?
Yes, ma'am. DeJoure Benson. Power of one. You can do this.
It's that simple, y'all. It's that simple. We're gonna go get one today.
Can I
Thank
change?
you.
Can I change it?
Go
Can
ahead.
I? This just dropped in my spirit. You will do this.
You will. We will. I see Director Chin. Mr. Gregory Chin, I'm calling it out. I see you writing it down. I know you writing. I just saw the way your head was positioned. I know you were writing that down. Let's
You
go
know
see how
what?
to get this done. Yes,
Can
yes,
I
ma'am.
can I say one? I was telling I tell our team on a training that we do every Saturday
Mhm.
to remove some of the unnecessary words. And one of the unnecessary words for me is can. So sometimes when I'm typing a text message or I'm talking to someone, especially when I'm typing, I'll say, Director Russell, can you call? Can you be on? Can you? The question is not can, because we all can. The question is will.
Will, that's right.
It's the so if we start replacing the word with will. So when I text people now and I find myself, I still type the word can and then I backtrack and I just put will. Will you please, not can you, will you please, blah, 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 blah. And then I ask for what I want. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank
That
you.
one little word.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a 4-letter word, by the way.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, Director Desjure Benson. Every time I say your name, now I'm gonna say it like that, just so you know. All right, y'all. Let's jump right in. We're gonna work in the next 6 months on something this serious and watch how it can change for you in 6 to 12 months. Right here, we are in the month of October. This is the power of one. So simple. Everybody on here can do it. Will do it. Everybody on here will do this. Take you plus one other person. That's two of you. Okay, power of one. Go get one person today. Even if you already have a team, but I'm just saying for those who don't, or for those who are kind of hitting the reset, you plus one other person, that's two of you. Yesterday, I had you go get some props. Mine is the makeup brush today and the remote. Okay, me and the remote, me and one other person. That's two of us, right, Ebony? That's two of us. That means now I have a team of one that I'm responsible for. That's what I'm working with. I like how Toya, come on, educator to attorney. She feeling me. She holding hers up. Okay, let's go on to next month, November. New month, new you, new goals, new plans. It's two of us. The power of how many? Of one. I see you, Val. Thank you. Holding it up. Now it's two of you. All you got to do is each of you say, I'm going to get one. Me too. We're going to get one. Now 2 plus 2 is what? 4. That's simple. Now you have a team of 3. But the understanding in that group meeting was that we all going to get one this month. Okay? December. It's 4 of you now. We adding the makeup case and the pen. It's 4 of us, and we're all gonna do the same thing we did last month and the month before. We're going to get one person. Now you got 4 people. Those 4 people are going to get how many people? Ebony, hold your finger up, Ebony Hall. Those 4 people going to get one person each, which means 4 plus 4 is 8. Now you got a team of 7. You see how fast it grows when we just focus on our lane and getting one person, Melissa? Just one. Just one. So then January, we starting the new year off. It's 8 of us now. We look like a real team sitting up in the restaurant. See, we like to go eat, Mike. We like you foodies out here. We like to go eat and talk and hee-haw. But while we hee-hawing at that table, all 8 of us need to be recognizing that this month we're going to get one. Let's go get one. Now, Georgette, 8 plus 8 is 16 people. You got a team of 15 now. And Mike DeMond, what happens at 15? Unmute. Tell them what happens at 15.
At 15, you are covering your business costs.
You see? Because 15 times $4, which is what you get a month for everybody on your team, that's $60, right, Erica? So now the people who worry about, I can't pay that every month, get one person. If you got a team of 15, those residuals coming in on the 10th is going to be your $60 to make sure that neither side goes on credit hold. Hint, hint. And if you're on credit hold today is Friday, please go and get off credit hold, okay? Because you're not in business with us. We just on here just talking. We don't want to just talk. We want to do business together. Thank you, Mike. Now, y'all see how the teacher in me works. See, Mike didn't know what the magic of 15 was yesterday because Director Lindsay Mulhall was on saying that 15, that's just it. Whatever else Lindsay said, right? Mike said, well, what happens at 15? What's the magic number about that? And then we broke that down. Now Mike got it. See, so when people don't understand something one day, you teach it to them, and the next day you test them on it. I just talked to you about it yesterday. That's how I used to do my kids. If I said the word the is an article, the, that's what it is every day, all day. Tomorrow I'm gonna ask you what part of speech is the. They're gonna say article. That's right. So you got to go and teach your team what it is to do. So now Mike got it. Thank you, Mike. We're gonna make sure that's covered every month. February 16 plus 16 is what? 32. It's 16 of us now. We still just doing that one action, going to get one, Toya. One. And you want a good one. Go get one good one. That's really what you want. Go get one driven one. Go get a hungry one. Go get a passionate one. Go get a self-driven one. Go get a self-reliant one. But those 16 going to get 16 good ones. Now you got 32 people. That's 31 team and you. Everybody understand that? 30. And as I look in my genealogy, I'm saying this is what I was telling Director Carmen. We teach, we give so much. Then why are we still looking at our number in the 3 digits, but our team numbers are still in the 2 digits because we're not getting them up to where they need to be? Why? Because we're not talking to enough people, enough good people. What is it? Okay. March, you got 32 plus 32, 64. You got a team of 63 people. You DIT now. So anybody who's not DIT could be and DIT is director in training. That's the halfway mark to directorship. And if you literally, if your goal is to be a director, you can be, a director in training. You can be a director in training by March, just following that simple concept of getting one. That's it. Just getting one. Everybody on there getting one. Crucial. Consistent one. I'm looking in the chat. Business expenses covered. I didn't know Carmen was on. I see you, Director. Jackie Delane, thank you. I was just reading all the comments. So it's the power of one. And after we pick up here that team of 63, 64 total. Now look at this. That was month 6, 64 people. Do you know that next month, if these 64, again, we want to, somebody trying to write on here for us. I know, y'all circle, I know. Just imagine if those 64 didn't just cruise together, didn't just go out to eat together, didn't just sit on the phone talking about stuff together, but really focused on having a lab, not worrying about who bringing chips and dip and chicken and ice, and because we know how to do that. But once we get in there, are we having a lab session to say, now get this person on the phone that you just had at the event that we didn't close out? Because y'all ain't gonna believe it. I carry around with me, even from state to state, all the sign-in sheets from our last events. And I look at all the people who had guests. And I look at all the people whose names were next to the guests for the sponsor who brought them in. Those same people be on every Zoom, but we didn't close out the 10 guests that you had. That's the problem. That's the lack of follow-up. Today is Friday, follow-up Friday. You should be following up with every person that you've invited to the last 2 or 3 local meetings or local events. Mr. Bradley, the founder, that came all the way to Milwaukee. And guess what? When he came to Milwaukee, we was at 220 something. Why are we still at 224? And the founder has been in Milwaukee, right? People that traveled to Chicago to see the founder, Mr. Moore, JP, and Natalie, the 4 top dogs. And guess what? Your numbers must still look the same, right? Right, Dree? I saw Dree shake her head, some movement. I see you, Miss Georgette. Is because we're not doing the consistent follow-up like we need to get them closed out. But look what happens after month 7. At month 7, if everybody goes and gets one, you're a director now. That's well before convention, Erica. Michelle. Minister Aisha. Jackie Delane. Should I keep going? Y'all see where I'm going with that though, right? We on here. We got it. Month 8, we had 256. Month 9, 512. Ooh, wait, I'd be a 3-star. Hallelujah. Month 10, 1,024 people on the team. Month 11, 2,048. Month 12, what would it look like to have 4,096 people on your team? Somebody put in the chat, what's 4,096 times $4? What's 4,096 times $4? Some mathematician or somebody quick on the fingers, please put that in the chat for us, please.
$16,384.
What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that 16,000? Y'all don't want no money. Y'all don't want that 16,000. What if somebody told you? What if somebody told you you couldn't go get it? Would you work harder to go get one every day? Because see, we move like that when people think we can't do something, right, Toya? Don't tell me what I can't do. See, I thought I was still that hurdler from high school. I think the only person on here who knew that I was a cold hurdler, hurdles at 14 is my cousin Michelle. I was killing. I can't kill no like that no more though. But I tried. I tried and then I failed. But see, I didn't fail to try. I fell down when I tried. But I tried. I went after it, y'all. I went after it. So again, Orlando Moore said it when we were in Florida, did he not? He said, if you get mad, if you frustrated, take that. And that's what we using as fuel, right? That's what we got to use as fuel. I'm going to get my person today. You ain't going to tell me I can't get one person every day. You're not going to tell me I can't talk to 10 people a day as much as I talk. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? Now, with that, it's the same way when it talks about partnerships. Partnerships. I want you to name one partner who is not financially connected to you that you could call on right now if you needed them for a three-way. But they're not your director, they're not your upline, but they're a sideline because you met them through somebody else in the business. You went to another meeting, you went to another state, and now you've partnered with them, right? They have documentation that you can use with somebody else. Okay. And I was thinking about something. I thought about these relationships that I've built to the point where they've been willing to come to Milwaukee for the meetings that we've had within the last year, right? It started April of 2024. That's when it started for me. Like that's when I knew that I had built some solid relationships that will put people on a plane and they will come and support our market, my team in particular. Okay. Director Shedrick White, 6-star, first millionaire in the company, was the first one to come to Milwaukee for us on my ask. On my ask. I'm not negating whoever came before I asked. I'm talking about when I asked. Okay. He came. The Hamptons came because Juliana came. Juliana came because I invited her to come and told her Mr. White was coming. So Juliana is 3-star. The Hamptons are 4-star. They're her directors. Okay. Then we had our 4-star directors, Walter and Tiffany Powell, come not once but twice. Then Director Melody Washington, 3-star, came with them the next time they came. Then J.P. Watkins came when Walter and Tiffany came back, and Director Melody Washington came back for our 9-year celebration along with Mr. Shedrick White last October, right? Let's fast forward. Then we had Director MP come not once but twice. Then we had Director J. Michael Stewart come. Then Mr. Bradley came. And now, then JP and Tiffany came again for 10-year anniversary. And now Director Walter Powell and Director Damian Goins is coming November 8th. Y'all, those are solid relationships. Who's 4-star now? Who did I miss? Oh, Juliana, that's right. Director Juliana. Yes, it's 4-star now. Thank you, Director Benson. But Director Carmen, unmute if you can and talk about those levels, because Director Carmen just put in the chat, there's levels to this. What does that mean for the people who don't understand that?
Absolutely, there's levels of this. And what you didn't mention is the thing about the planet, it feels so big, but it's so small. And there is a direct gateway. When you know who the players are, that's going right from your activity to Mr. Bradley's ears. And the way Director Denise shows up on so many Saturdays for Mr. White's leadership, think about access. Who do you have access to? Well, Mr. White is the first person that was brought into the company. And when you see how Director Denise get on that Saturday leadership call and deliver it on Mr. White's behalf with such a sense of excellence, you have got to be kidding if you think Mr. Bradley don't know about that. Because I don't believe those 4 or 5 stars be moving around like that if Mr. Bradley told him not to. He's just not having those different directors moving around on their dime, because some new people might think that the directors getting their hotels paid and their flights paid. No, this is out of their money. And because Director Denise is moving around, she has come to help me here not Atlanta, but she's been in Atlanta too, but she's helped me in Arizona. I've been to Milwaukee. Everybody don't have to get on the plane, but can you show up for basic training? But can you think they're not paying attention to who's on IMV? You don't think they're looking at those statistics? So we can't be expecting other people to come do for us what we're not willing to do for ourselves.
Thank you, Director. And my assistant success, Director Carmen Ray, who has been here with us multiple times and will be here with us November 8th. But let me share something with you all too. You said, but can't show up to basic training or needs to show up for local meetings and stuff. I noticed something. We do have our first Monday meeting in Milwaukee on November 3rd. And I haven't put that link out yet, but yeah, there's a pattern to this though. November 8th, we have Walter Powell and Damian Goins. Damian Goins, 4-star, has never been to Milwaukee, to our understanding. We talked, no, not to our understanding. I had a Zoom with him and his team, and he confirmed he had never been to Milwaukee. But he has a team here now with 3 directors in the city. So he's coming, right? I looked at the 100 tickets that are available for November 8th. Only 14 have been sold. Do you know about 12 of those are people who are not on the Milwaukee team? Why is that? Director. Toya Horn Howard, future director, unmute. Why did your eyebrows go up?
Because we have that same situation in Chicago, and it's absolutely outrageous that we'll have people from out of the market and not tied to Chicago in any way buying their tickets. And I just want to say, a lot of you all know I travel in winter with my 87-year-old husband. He says this will be the last one so that I can focus on my business next year. But anyway, I buy my ticket for the local market and I'm out on the ocean. I'm somewhere in Tahiti or wherever, but I make sure I support that market. And
Yeah.
well, that's just me, but I feel it's my obligation.
No, I'm with you, Attorney Toya, because it's my card that's on the door. I still buy a ticket. It's my card on the door, paying for the excess that may not get paid for, but I still pay for my ticket. And I go into Eventbrite and do it and pay the Eventbrite fees and everything because I am a strong believer that you cannot lead and not model. You just can't. When my people are at the door, I want them to be able to see D.F. Russell's name with a barcode next to it as having paid. And that's just how you model what it is you expect, right? What you want in return. So all I'm saying is, you all, I don't want us to have the access that we have due to the power of one, the power of partnerships, all of that, and not be able to deliver in return when the people do come to drop in, because the power of one works for inviting two, right? Let's make sure that everybody that we're inviting invites someone. When I invite, I say, bring someone else with you. Sometimes that makes people feel more comfortable if they're coming to something they don't know. So the power of one is crucial, y'all. That's all I have for you today. In last 60 seconds, any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, apprehensions, emotional outbursts, anything you'd like to share before we end the 40-40?
I'll go another 40-40 with you guys any day.
Thank you, Val. Erica?
Yes, it's not necessarily a question about the power of one. Don't get any ideas. I'll need another thing to facilitate. But my question is about you mentioned it's follow-up Friday. We know it's the last day of 40-40 from a corporate standpoint also. So the presentations today is it. Do we know what is happening next week for the folks that we're following up with today? If they can't get on the presentations today, do we know if Travel Talk Tuesday is coming back with Damien and his sidekick? Like, do we know what's happening to be able to properly have a follow-up call today about next week?
Yeah, that's a great question. There are still a lot of super events that take place all over the globe. Oh, where did I put it? I wanted to show you something, but there are a number of events still happening. Someone asked if we were going back to our Thursdays, and I told them I wasn't sure yet. For some reason, I believe Travel Talk Tuesday is still going to happen. The only reason I'm hesitant, Director Carmen, about us doing Thursdays like we were is because, again, I still feel like it's so much reliance on the directors presenting versus having some of our goal builders actually setting up a time that they're presenting for their teams. Because sometimes a goal builder's downline is more connected to them than they are to the director. Now, granted, I'm not negating the fact that receipts are important. And it doesn't mean that we wouldn't be on as receipts, but also it's bigger reach. It's like the power of one. If I'm doing a presentation on Thursday, I need Michelle to be doing one on Thursday for her people's guests as well. Now again, maybe it has to get to a point where we grow so much because it looks good when you have everybody in on one. Don't get me wrong. And I know that's something that we want to discuss, but I still feel like as beneficial as that is, it still serves as a crutch to too many people because people will just wait until that happens instead of having a prospect who's ready right now and you jump on the Zoom with your prospect and walk them through what it is. So that's something Director Carmen and I are going to talk about. And I don't know what has stopped or will continue, Erica. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Thank you.
Thank you, hon. Miss Julia?
Great morning, great morning. I just want to tell you thank you so much. I was able to get in here and listen, learn, and focus today on this power of one. And my sweet director, Daniel Ray Benson, put in the chat, have the guest invite one. That's exactly what I'm doing for our 10-year anniversary for this Sunday. I have all of my guests that's coming. I'm asking each one of them to bring one person with them. So we're going to watch this power of one this Sunday at our 10-year anniversary.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Julia. I appreciate that. Minister Aisha, then Melissa, and then Director Carmen will close us out.
Yes, I just wanted to thank you too for bringing that power of one back. I know I missed it yesterday working, and I never seen it like that, but it just makes sense because I'm like I heard Director C say earlier today on our Go Bidders meeting that I'm a visual learner. I literally got to put my hands to it and see it. So I do appreciate that. But when you ask the question about why is it that you would see people from out of state buying the tickets more, it's because again they see opportunity. They coming over here to try to get market share over here. So thanks again. This visual right here may be a little messed up, but I can see it now, writing it down. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Melissa?
Thank you, Director, for including me. I needed that power of one also. Um, what I tried to do, because I am struggling a little bit, but the struggle just keep me strong and keep me going into the next person, on to prospect the next person. But what I wanted to say was when you all are not available to do the presentation like you was doing it on Thursday, or even Director Damian going, I tried to do the big picture in between time, to keep them motivated and interested, or either I'll try a one-on-one to keep them motivated and keep them interested to get to the PS3 to get closed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I was thinking about the steps, some
Yeah.
steps in between,
Yeah. Thank you. I thank you, Melissa. But before Director Carmen Ray closes us out, you all, the thing I was looking at earlier and studying earlier, this could be a whole lesson in itself, right? ITAs by the numbers. We were studying this morning on our Goal Builder call and just looking at how all of the states in the northwestern part of the United States have less than 1,000 people, right? That's opportunity, y'all. That's opportunity. I ain't looking at the popular states. Good. Yeah, that's glad y'all doing well. I want to look at Montana, who only has 180, and I know one person in Montana I need to talk to about this business, right? So that power of one is still real, it's strong, in the high populated planet states and the ones that are not so high populated. It just depends on how aggressive you want to go about it, right? And what you're looking at. And that Minnesota market that we just visited, listen, I went and secured flight tickets, not for 1 month, but for 2. And you know why? Because now I got to let them know I've secured my tickets to come. I need y'all to show up. You know what I mean? I need y'all to show up because sometimes they'll wait like, well, what if nobody comes? Or what if no, well, the person that you asked to come is coming. And so when they see you show up, it ignites their fire to show up. So that's the same with you as the leaders of your teams. Every time you miss a local meeting, that just gives your team reason to feel like they can miss. Oh, my coach ain't going, my sponsor ain't going. It can't be that important. I want my new people to see me doing what I'm expecting everybody else to do. That's why I keep doing it. All right, Director Carmen, thank you so much again for this space. Go ahead and close us out, sis.
Thank you so much. Phenomenal, phenomenal job. I just want to give a task for this weekend. We do meet on Saturdays, but we don't meet on Sundays. In order for us to execute on the power of one, I want us to focus on personally making that list, taking from our master list 10 people. And over the weekend, let's work with those 10 people. Try to collect the answer. Don't talk yourself out of it saying stuff like, oh, I talked to this person before. Leverage your tools. We have professional presentations on Facebook from the top leaders in the company. So regardless if we do one on Thursdays or not, we got something that we can put in a person messenger. We got our big picture, whatever it is. So here's your task. If you have a team, I want you to work with your team to help them to bring in one person. So that one person, don't pick everybody on your team. So in Jackie's case, she's working very closely with LaDonna. So now what Jackie want to do is say, LaDonna, who are the 10 people that's on your list? I want you to communicate with them. Do some type of follow-up with them because that's going to be all about Jackie doing her 10, LaDonna doing her 10. Today is Friday, so you could do 4 people today, 3 people Saturday, 3 people Sunday, and it's done. So that's what I want us to take a look at. And thank you so much for joining today. And I can't wait to see you back on tomorrow. Thank you, Director Denise. Phenomenal job.
Everybody have a blessed weekend.
Bye-bye.